Wednesday, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Quarter Life Happy Hour. Davita Jo here once again. I'm excited for today. We kind of I have a camera looking at me right now. It's going to be really exciting. I'm getting some video done for this podcast, so adding a little bit more promos to each episode, so I'm super excited about that. Joining me today are two fan favorites. I've got, as always, Tiffany, the star of Tea Time with Tiff. You can find that on Spotify and Anchor and all that fun stuff. Here for your messy dose. And then joining me again is, once again, back by popular demand, Sabrina. What's up, girl?
Thank you. Popular demand? Thank you.
I'm just assuming.
Oh, shit.
I mean, the amount of people, when you recorded the last episode, the amount of people that swiped up on my story was just like, damn, she's single. I was like, disgusting, but yes.
Dude, and I looked like straight up ass. I looked like straight up cigarette, booty, and donuts all in one.
Maybe that's what these men love. Cigarette, booty, and donuts.
Oh, I taste like a cigarette, and my pussy tastes like a donut. Oh, wait, no, cut that out.
The tea.
I was gonna say, that's a little yeasty, baby.
That's very
Nah,
easy.
it just tastes like candy.
I'm
Yeah,
done. Oh my gosh. Well, guys, thank you for joining me once again. This is kind of very spontaneous. I don't really know how to start this and what to talk about, but you know, it's gonna be a good one. Tiff, how have you been? How have the men been? How's life been?
I can't say anything but laugh because, you know, the men are men, and
The men are something.
it's been an interesting couple days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really struggling with finding, you know, just the words to describe them. You know, like
exactly. That's why I'm like, I can't do anything but laugh.
I love men, but I hate them. It's just such a problematic situation.
I wish I could touch every man in the world, but then I also wish I could kill every man in the world.
No. You touch them, fuck them, then you kill them.
Is that
No,
the
what is
rule?
it?
Love them, leave them. No, it's like love them, feed them, leave them.
Get that bread, get that head, then leave.
Peace out, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
I wish I had that mindset.
No, I'm more or less like,
No?
I'm
No.
more or less just, I love you.
Yeah.
A man will message me on Tinder and be like, hi. I'm like thinking about me and him holding hands. I'm like,
Oh
what?
my god, yes. I get so soft out of nowhere. Like,
I think about our wedding
yes.
I'm like,
Yes.
I'm gonna wear a black wedding dress at our wedding.
And
with Converse.
a lot of guys think that that's like fucking weird, but like that's just how the female mind works sometimes. Like
I feel
we're
like
just
that's how men's minds work too,
Wait, can we
except for
just-
like players.
Can we
Yeah.
just talk about, you know, it freaks you out though as a woman if a man ever brought up the future?
oh yeah, it's
That
so
is-
fucked.
We're just sitting here like, yeah, we've already planned out our wedding with this person, like blah blah blah.
Uh-huh.
And then if a guy came up to me and he was like, oh yeah, like, you know, I want to be with you, like I see you in my future, I'm like, bye bitch.
But like, what future?
Daddy, chill.
My favorite is when a guy who is in a relationship talks about a future with you.
Oh
She went there.
no. That's on period.
No, that's not messy. That's
Yeah.
not messy talk.
Well,
That type of messy talk is not even for this podcast. That's for
yeah,
your
so
podcast.
Please go
You're
down
just
there.
going all over the place here. So, I don't know. I just think it's super frustrating when guys almost fault you for thinking like, okay, hey. So recently I just had an encounter, ladies, right? Tiffany kind of knows about it.
Do I? Did you tell me?
A little
one are we
bit.
talking
Little
about?
bit.
Yeah.
I can't say on camera now, Tiffany, so you need to know these things now.
I know. You should tell me before.
No, just-
Okay, well, I just started thinking about it, so
Oh, fuck.
you don't need to know the name. I'm just going to tell the story.
No, I don't need to know the name. Do I know the person?
No.
Oh. Okay,
Okay,
run it.
this is where it's going to go. So recently, I was just, you know, I had an encounter with this guy I used to hook up with, right? You know, and it was more than once. It was multiple times. Back in the day, of course. And obviously, like, feelings started to happen. I would start to, you know, have feelings with the person, and, like, I kind of saw it going somewhere. Obviously, that fizzled out over time, but I was just like, I always thought there was something. Obviously, I was fucking wrong, but when I, you know, just voiced it, innocently, I thought, it was just kind of like, he almost faulted me for feeling that way.
Right.
Like, what the fuck did you expect, dude? Like, if you hook up with a girl many, many, many times,
Did he sleep
How many
over?
times?
Yeah.
See, that's the problem.
Yeah, well, I mean-
if you fuck me and leave, I don't expect much from you. But if you fuck me and stay and hold me, then I think something's going on.
Or you maintain a friendship.
Not even just a friendship.
Not even just a friendship.
Sleeping in bed with me is a big thing. If I let you sleep in bed with me, you mean something to me because I'm comfortable with you. Because I don't like if you open my bedroom door, I already got my machete out ready to cut.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Like
there have been times where I've opened her door and she's like literally about to grab her machete and kill me.
Yeah,
and I'm like, whoa! I just came here to give you some water.
Yeah, she has to give me water when I'm too drunk. But yeah, I mean, like the thing is, if a man like I hooked up with a guy and he came over and he slept in bed with me and everything, I would think something more is going on. So it would be very hurtful. At least, well, I mean, trust me, no one gets to sleep in bed with me because y'all fake. Yeah. But the thing is like, yeah, that would break my heart.
It was just kind of it was a bad situation overall. Obviously, I knew nothing was going to happen. I think I was just more into the person I thought I could turn him into being with me, which we've all been there. We've all been there thinking we could change a man. We can't. At the end of the day, men are as set in their ways as women are.
If they don't like you right away, they're never going to.
Exactly. So I learned that the hard way, and I may have lost a friend through it, but I really don't care because if that's going to be the deciding factor, me being vulnerable, yeah, you can hear that, dude.
I just had to write it down real quick, sorry.
If that's going to be the deciding factor, like me being vulnerable and honest with someone who I felt comfortable with as a friend, then I don't fucking want you in my life.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, men being assholes about that, just like, oh my god, wait, like, she liked me 2 years ago? Like, she thought there was a future here? Like, no. Then don't lead bitches on like that. Don't lead us on like that.
My favorite is when they're like, I care about you.
Oh.
I like you.
Oh.
But then you're like, well, I want to move forward. And they're like, what? We ain't there yet.
Yeah.
I'm just doing my own thing. Okay, well then go do your fucking own thing somewhere else.
Because I'm not about that shit.
No, exactly.
And
that's what I was going to refer to, you know, my recent experience with someone. And I made it clear where I stood. I was like, hey, like, you know, I don't want to move forward and have you sleep over and, you know, take this next step and, like, you know, hook up with him or whatever because I wasn't interested in a friends with benefits with him.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Absolutely.
interested in definitely more, right?
Yeah.
So then me speaking my mind and telling him that, like, hey, I just want you to be real with me. Like, if you just want to have sex with me, let me know.
Yeah.
To which he said no, he didn't just want to have sex with me. So then we proceeded, and he spent the night.
Oh my god.
Over and over and over again, right?
I don't like this story because I've seen it firsthand.
Yeah, Sabrina saw it firsthand. She saw it happen every night.
I think I recognize, like, who you're talking about.
You know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and it's like, and then after a couple weeks of this happening, I finally was like, you know, I don't think, like, we're on the same page. Like, I think definitely, like, I made myself clear, but I think he's still playing games.
Mm-hmm.
To which I did find out a funny story he told Sabrina instead of telling me to my face.
Well, wow, right here. Because the thing is, Tiffany she was standing at my door listening to it.
It's not that hard.
Well, no, it's not that hard, nor do I really care. I was planning on telling her.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like I wasn't, but he was still in our apartment. I'm not going to pull her to the side and say this shit.
Right.
You know, like, we have, like, multiple people in our apartment right now. I'm not trying to be like, hey, he said this. You know what I'm saying? And,
Yeah.
like, and especially with him being so unproblematic in a sense, it, like, made me uncomfortable.
Right. This is coming from a person who literally has been unproblematic the whole entire time. And then this being, like, the first big problem.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
You know? Like,
it's just,
why are you
it kind of takes you,
it
takes you aback a little bit, like, I thought you were different.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked
and
up.
then you kind of see them in this different light, and you're just like, you're not different.
Yeah. You're just like them all.
Exactly.
And I hate, like, doing that. Like, I know a lot of you fragile men get so butthurt when we categorize you like that. Like, the phrase men are trash. Get the fuck over it.
No, okay, my thing is right here, when these guys, you know, they go and they do this, but then when they go and say this shit and they go and do this shit, and then you're finally like, well, what's up then?
Yeah.
You could be honest with me, what the fuck's up?
Can I just say really quickly? So, like, men are trash has been, like, a staple of mine. Men are trash has been a thing that I say just ironically, just it's a phrase. It's a fucking phrase that's being said, and it has been for the last, 4 or 5 years or so.
It has been for the past,
since
the dawn of time.
Yeah.
You're gonna tell me I'm wrong?
Okay, but here's the thing. So many guys get upset at it, and I have a message to the guys that get upset about it. The ones that say men are trash is wrong are the ones that know deep down are trash, are garbage.
Yes.
They are the ones that are too scared to admit themselves that they suck.
Yeah, which is kind of funny.
Oh, does that hurt to see? Does that hurt to hear? The truth is setting you free.
Oh, did I hurt your feelings?
Yeah.
Because you hurt mine for fucking months.
Years.
And now I hurt your feelings because I called you trash. Well, maybe get the fuck out of the dumpster. How about that?
Yeah.
Because it fucking reeks like shit.
And here's the other thing. Guys. I love men. I do. I love my guy friends.
Mama.
I love my guy friends. I
would lick all
love.
of them.
You good?
No.
No, it's really hot.
Yeah, it's really hot in here.
I love my guy friends. I love my dad. I love my brothers. I love my nephew. But holy shit, when I say men are trash, you just need to understand that I don't mean that to all men. But understand that I mean it to the majority of men that have been in my life and hurt me. Because when I think of women being trash, yeah, they can equally be as trash, but the way men hurt a woman is just so different from when a woman hurts a woman, in my opinion.
Okay, well, I'd rather get hurt by a man. I'd rather get hurt by a man that I care about than hurt by a friend I care about.
That's true.
Oh, yeah. Friendship hurt is way...
A friendship breakup is fucking rough.
Absolutely,
Yes.
but have you ever had a friendship breakup with a guy best friend? That shit hurts more than anything.
No one likes me, periods.
Okay. Well, that hurts more than anything.
Yes,
And
it
here's
does.
the other thing with men are trash. For all the people that think men are trash is bullshit, like, men lie to me, they're trash, men are honest for me, they're trash. Okay, when I look at men, example time. If I'm staring at a woman, it's because I admire her. I think she's pretty. I want to be her friend. If I'm staring at a man, it means I'm trying to recognize him in case I need to see him in a lineup.
I'm sorry.
Sabrina's like, damn,
I'm like, damn. No, when I'm staring at a man, I'm like, I wonder if I can knock his fucking lights out.
Like, that's literally what you're thinking. Like, as a woman, it becomes so normalized and it's fucked up to be, it sucks being a woman sometimes. And you have to be wary of men constantly.
Oh, yeah.
Constantly.
Men are scary.
Yeah.
I could say I'm tough, and I fought dudes 6'4" and knocked them out.
But that's still, you still have that inkling of fear every
But-
time a man is, near you in a crowded,
I'm
not
more
a crowd, in an empty street or something.
I'm more scared of more or less of when they could take more advantage of me.
Mhm.
Like if I'm too drunk or if I'm too this because
Mhm.
I have a big personality
Right.
and I'm easily shit happens and it sucks. It really sucks.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you can't defend yourself against certain men, and maybe they're not hurting you physically, but they definitely can hurt you verbally, and they know where to hit,
Yeah.
especially if they know you well.
Absolutely. So yeah, that's what I have to say about the whole men are trash thing. Guys, don't take it fucking literally, but understand where we're coming from when we say that. Understand that comes from a deep-rooted, problem that we have as whomever to just be wary of what men can do to us.
Yeah, I definitely had to have a conversation with a friend.
And don't get so fucking
Yeah.
defensive every time we say it. Okay, if you hate that we say men are trash, then don't be trash.
Yeah, stop
Get
being
out of the
dumpster
dumpster.
fire. your dumpster's on fire, sir. If
Yeah.
you don't want to be trash, get an extinguisher and put the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. I had to have a conversation with a friend the other day because I was like, I told him what we talked about in our last episode,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, he was just like, oh, not all men are trash, blah, blah, blah. And I was talking to him, and I looked at him, and I said, hey, the men who know that they are not trash, that they are good people,
Mm-hmm.
know that this is not about them.
Yes.
Know that we are not talking about you.
Yeah. Again,
Specifically.
Yeah. that's why they're thinking,
The
oh my
guys
God.
the guys who get offended
Are the ones
are the
who
ones who
Yeah.
are doing something wrong and they know it.
So that's a great indicator for me to be like, oh, if you're getting offense, because that's happened pretty recently. Again, I was hanging out with this quote-unquote friend, and I never said once men are trash while we were hanging out. But as he was leaving, he was just like, you keep saying men are trash, you keep saying men are trash. I'm like, when did I say that once today? It's obviously going through your head that I do say that, and it's bothering you because you know you are trash. And
Exactly.
you're proving my point by doing the shit that you're saying right now.
Mhm.
You are trash.
Yeah.
So I will say that, and that's on period.
Poo? That's on period. Poo.
That's on period, poo.
No, I just think if anyone, no matter what you are, if you look at a girl, well, I'm not saying it's alright to call girls any of these names, but it's kind of like when you call a girl a certain name, she's like, I'm not that. It's like, are you sure?
See, here's the other
You're
thing.
getting really nervous.
And
And this is-
when people call me and Sabrina like, oh, you guys are whores, we're just like, alright.
Yeah, it's same.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, who told you?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like, the way that we don't get offended when, because guys have said this to me, like, all girls are sluts, all girls are crazy. I don't get offended when you say that, because I'm just like, yeah, probably. I mean, I'll own it.
No, I
it's
look at
fine.
them like, who hurt you? You good?
I'll own it.
Who hurt you?
Like, the amount of guys in my life that will admittedly say, yeah, men are trash, those are the ones I fuck with. Like, those are the ones I respect. Like,
Right.
That means you recognize toxic masculinity, and I love you. I love you for it.
Yeah.
Men are so toxic and such trash.
But we still want to touch them and fuck
No,
them.
and that's
How am
problem.
I not a lesbian yet?
No, that's the thing. That's how you know you don't get to choose what you're attracted to.
Yes.
Because it's like, I fucking hate men. They're nasty. They're this. But then I'm like, damn, Daddy, what's up?
Yeah.
Daddy, chill.
Daddy, chill.
Daddy, chill.
So that moves us to our main topic. We are going to talk, dun dun dun, about hooking up in friend groups, hooking up with friends, and then in turn
My
friendships,
favorite topic.
and then in turn hookups that turn into beautiful friendships. Because we got the best of both worlds there.
Oh, I got.
Can't relate to the lens.
No, I can't relate to the last one.
Oh, I can! My best friend, like, probably my best guy friend right now is somebody I literally dated.
Wait,
Yeah, but like
you know
you're
what? I
different
can-
though. You are different from us.
I know,
We.
but I'm just saying,
are
that's,
not the
We
same.
are not the same.
that's
at all.
why I have you on my show, because we are not the same, so it's all perspectives. Because
Yes,
a lot of people
definitely.
can't relate to this, but a lot of people can.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, okay, so let's start off with, if you want to hook up with your best friend. I can't say,
Wow.
personally,
So
my thing... Okay, best friend of the opposite gender. Yes, of course. Best friend of the
baby.
best friend of the opposite sex, because
I was
that
about to be like, you want a kid?
that could be a little
You
different.
want a kiss? Come on, give me a kiss.
Because I know sexual tension is real in friend groups, like
Oh.
especially in like co-ed friend groups with like females and
I know.
males, just like like okay, you hitting different right now, like you looking good, and
Oh,
like
man.
you're going through a dry spell, and then you're just like maybe we should try this. I know that shit happens because I have friend groups that do that. Me personally, I don't think I could hook up with somebody who has been my best friend.
No.
Personally, I couldn't. Because I have, my guy best friends, I love them to death. They're not my type. And they never will be. I love them to death, but they aren't my type. And
Yeah, but they're not my friends.
Yeah, they ain't my friends either. What's up, boys?
But no, as I'm saying, like,
You're
they're...
blushing.
Yeah, he is.
As
Yeah.
a-
Are you blushing?
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Do you want me to send a wink over there? No, it's just the air conditioning ain't working, baby.
Oh, yeah.
But no, as I was saying, like, they're not my type. They're too emotionally stable. I need emotional instability.
What? You just said your
I
friends are
want
too
you to treat
emotionally
me like
stable.
shit.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Mentally abuse me,
Yes.
please.
I'm kidding. No, my best guy friends have just seen me through it all, so therefore I could never. Like, they've seen me do some whack ass shit.
If they know
so-
you're about to take a shit because you tell them you have to take a shit, then you can't fuck them.
Exactly.
Like, I wouldn't, like, me personally, just talking about shit, period, like, about, like, having to go to the bathroom in front of a man makes me so uncomfortable. So if I talk about it in front of a man,
Game over. You're
Yeah.
never getting with her.
I'll show you a titty, but that's about
Exactly.
it, baby.
Exactly. So, yeah, me personally wouldn't hook up with a best friend. However, I am on the opposite spectrum, but I'll let you guys talk about the scenario of, like, you've been best friends with someone for a super long time, and do they start to hit different just randomly, like one drunken night? Like, I know you two have thought it.
Sabrina can go first.
You'd have to get me, like, black the fuck. Not even that. I'd have to be dead to hook up with one of my best friends. I'll just
Oh
say
my
that.
god, Davina.
I'm sorry. I love them, but I'd have to be dead.
That's implying that your friends are gonna do that to you.
Rigor mortis.
Rigor mortis.
I'm gonna give
No.
you rigor mortis.
My guy best friends, no.
Daddy, chill.
I taught him better
Rigor
than
mortis, chill.
that. No, it's fine. Go.
Alright, so I'm going to tell him to listen to this episode too because he doesn't know. Alright, so I've had a best friend for years. I'm going to say his name too. Hi, Devin. I've been friends with Devin for a long time. Me and him have gone through a lot of shit. We lost a friend, and we tried helping her and finding her when she was in an abusive relationship, all that stuff, but I still managed to hang out with him all the time.
Okay.
And when I was dating my ex-boyfriend, every time we'd get in a fight and break up, I'd go straight to Devin. But, like, the thing is, we were always just really good friends, and we always just fucked with each other. Like, and Tiffany knows. Tiffany has seen us together.
I know.
And, like, the thing is, I don't know, the past couple times I've been hanging out with him a couple months ago, I'm like, damn, you hitting different. And I tried, too. Not tried, but, like, we got really messed up. I'm whatever. And we were laying in bed together, and he's like, if I cuddle you, it might be an accident. I'm like, okay. But then nothing happened. I'm like, bitch.
But, like, before that, were you ever attracted to him like that?
I don't, maybe.
Yeah,
like,
no.
Maybe I found him a little attractive.
But you were always in a relationship.
But I was always in a relationship
Okay.
with my ex. And obviously when I was with my ex, I thought my ex was like, when I'm with someone, I think they're the greatest fucking person
Sure.
ever.
Your eyes are never wandering.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Just because I hit up him, it was also because my ex-boyfriend wouldn't let me have any friends.
Oh,
And
okay.
especially not male friends. And me and him were so close, it sucked when I couldn't see him.
Sure.
But now that it's been like almost a year since me and him been together, I don't know, every time I started seeing Devin, I was like, what's up, girl? And yeah, I don't know. It's like nothing ever happened, but now I'm gonna tell him to listen to this. Devin, I wanna fuck you. What's up?
Wow.
And I'm gonna say this right now. I've seen Devin. And I get it.
He's hot.
And I get it because even I'm like, what's up, Devin?
I'm gonna,
But I won't until Sabrina does first.
yeah, let me hit first. That's all that matters.
I
Vita, you
love
can
that.
hit last.
Oh, great.
Let's try to train.
No.
Dirty, sorry, blur that out.
Sorry, this is for messy talk.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, well, let's say, like, when you do hook up with, like, your best, does it change the friendship?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's my thing. So I'm going to talk about that really, really quickly. A lot of people don't think that's going to change a friendship. It's just sex.
Wrong.
No.
You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
No.
You're really
You're an
stupid.
idiot! Like, congrats! Like, all these friendships that I see where it's just like, they all hook up with each other makes me want to die. Because, one, what the fuck? Like, being Eskimo sisters with one of my best friends.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yes. That's
Well, I thought you called it something else.
Like,
Snake-
Snake
no,
sister.
no,
no.
For men,
no.
for men, it's Eskimos. Like, for men, it's
I say Eskimo sisters.
I say snake sisters.
I say kisters. What do you say?
What do you guys say?
Vajinga?
Vajinga sisters?
It's called Vajinga sisters.
Vajinga
Okay,
No,
sisters?
no, it's
Okay,
snake sisters.
You guys are
100%.
literally That's
No,
the most
just
stupidest
shut up.
thing I've ever heard.
I've never.
I can hear you on the mic. Shh.
No. I say Eskimo sisters. Eskimo, whatever.
How rude.
I just personally couldn't. Like, I would just get weirded out. Like, my guys are like, not trying to be territorial here, but like my guys are like my guys, like I don't swap I don't want to give my best friend the sloppy seconds. Like, I don't want to do that.
Or
to
you don't
them.
want to get this.
I don't want to get the sloppy seconds. Yeah.
I
So
mean, unless y'all talk about it.
Yeah, it has to be a discussion.
yeah, like you have to like
100%.
ask me like, hey, can I fuck this person? And then if I'm like cool, which I won't be, then whatever, I don't care. But I'm like,
I get that though.
I won't be.
I get that, but there are certain guys where I'm just like, you know what? If you want them, go get them, girl.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm going to tell you right now, that dick is good. And if you
See-
don't want good dick, then don't go fuck him. But if you want good dick, I swear to God, I already tested it out. You go take him for a test drive, baby.
Period.
Period.
No, I would just get weird vibes. Like, I feel like it would change not only the friendship I have with the guy, but also the girl.
Yeah, but then what if it's like an accident? Like, you don't know. Because I've definitely been there where I've hooked up with a guy, and I didn't know that he had already hooked up with my friend.
Okay, y'all are making me sound crazy for, like, being, like, you know, weird about that.
No, it's not. You're not weird about it. We agree.
No, 100%. If you're gonna, I'm very possessive over the people that I have been with, slept with, anything like that. Like, especially if you're one of my girlfriends.
If it's an accident, I'm gonna get pissed at my friend, and I don't want to do that.
Literally, I'll get in fights with people I don't even care about over guys I don't even care about anymore because I'm like, you didn't ask me.
Yeah.
But I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah, exactly. So
No, I
don't
would much rather have a friend like ask me first.
Yes.
Like, hey, I know you've like hooked up with so and so in the past, or like a couple times. Like, you know, if she told me that they were talking, I'd be like, you know, like depending on how I felt for that person, I'd be like, you know what, whatever, like it's cool. Because most of the time, it was just probably a hookup.
I think it's also
so I'm
weird.
like, yeah, that's fine. But it's also weird because it's like, for me, if I was talking to someone and my girlfriend was also like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna talk to them, I'd be like, dude, you're not a friend.
I think it's also weird when like you're like consistently hooking up with this guy, and then he hooks up with like your best friend.
Ew.
Then I'm throwing hands. Like, that's fucked up.
Unless y'all talk about it.
Right.
Or another situation. So same guy I hooked up with back in the past.
Oh,
he
the
would
same person.
he
why,
would
why are you trying to hurt me?
Same guy. So he would constantly always be like, so when are you gonna set me up with your friend? Like, ew. The audacity. And then he would also, there was also one point where he tried to set me up with his friend. I'm like, you sick motherfucker. Why? Like, tell me that's weird. That's weird, right?
No, it's 100%
like,
weird.
don't treat me like a fucking object that you could pass along to your buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fuck you.
Yes. I've definitely had guys who are like, oh, like, you know, we've been hooking up, aka Mr. J.
Yes, Mr. J.
No, we haven't talked about him in a minute.
Yeah, it's been a while.
You know, we were talking for a little bit, and then he has his friend message me. And I'm like, who the fuck is this? And he's like, oh, I'm friends with so-and-so. He gave me your number. He said, you're a good time.
Like, don't treat me like I'm a fuck. Like, don't share my Yelp review. What are you
seriously,
doing?
like, I did not ask for this. I was livid. I messaged him back, and I was like, I don't know who the fuck told you that I was a good time, because I am, but I did not give you my consent to text me. So fuck off.
Yeah.
And then there are other times where, you know, I'm hooking up with a guy, and then they meet my friends. And then they're like, oh, your friends are hot, like, blah, 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 let me talk to them. And I'm like, bitch, I just gave you the best blowjob of your fucking life, and you're gonna look at me? No, I'm mad. You're gonna look at me, and you're gonna ask to fuck my best friend? Fuck you! But, like, shoot your shot.
No.
She's
no.
gonna say no anyways.
No,
I will say no. I'm just gonna point that out.
If a guy that I have hooked up with tries to, like, get me to hook him up with my friend, I'm gonna get fucking pissed. Because that's so disrespectful to you.
Yeah.
Like, to you as a female. Like, that's just, like, okay, one, you're, like, bringing out the insecurities. Like, what, am I not good enough? Two, you're a pig. And three, do you think my best friend is that easy? Rude. All around rude. So, yeah, no, that's that. But, Tiff, what about your experiences with, you know, hooking up with a friend? Would you ever # ruin the friendship?
I would 100% ruin the friendship because...
Oh my god!
I hate myself. I am not saying that I've never done it before. I am 100% against friend-cest. I'm 100% against...
I don't like that.
I hate
multiple
friend-cest.
friends having sex with each other. But I am not going to sit here and not tell you guys that I am a homie hopper, because I am 100% a homie hopper.
She is one of the biggest homie hoppers I've ever met, and I can experience that firsthand because I'm always stuck in the fucking middle.
I'm so proud of my friend group for staying to just make out with each other. That's it.
But
Who's
okay.
making out?
You guys are making out?
Yeah, totally.
Sounds hot.
Please.
He seemed like he was into it. He was a little confused.
You see that tongue action?
Wait, let's see it again.
Come on, John.
Let's see it.
Yeah, let's see it. That tongue action.
Oh my lord. My goodness, I'm about to bust.
Okay,
I
moving
know why I'm
forward.
sweating into that.
Yeah, that was on. Anyways,
Oh, John. What a lady killer.
I keep it always at a max of 2, though. I never go more than 2 in the friends group. If there's more, and I'm just like, no, I've already touched 2 of you guys. That is my rule.
Yeah.
I will homie hop, but there's only 2.
Okay, well, tell your story, like, tell your thoughts on it really quickly, and then I have something to, like, that I just want to put out really quickly.
I love homie hopping, but I don't do it, but I love the tea of it. I love when people I had sex with this friend. I'm like,
Like,
Yeah,
fuck his
it's
friend.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Just fuck his friends.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
No, one of my ex-boyfriends was an asshole to me, and we broke up. And a couple months later, me and his best friend actually got really close, right? To the point where I considered him like one of my really, really good guy friends. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, we spent every day together. He was really close. Like, I confided in him things that I wouldn't even tell my girlfriend.
Sure.
And it wasn't, and in the beginning, it wasn't anything like sexual or anything. Like, I personally didn't have any sexual, what is it called? Sexual tension him. Like, nothing, none of that. Didn't really flirt with him. Like, no, it was just like platonic. And then one day, it just happened where we just happened to hook up. And after that, things just got a little, of course, messy for a little bit.
Yeah.
Because that always happens. But
I don't know what
I think-
sociopaths need to hear this, but sex changes things.
no,
Sorry.
sex 100% changes things because
I
one
hate
of
sociopaths.
you are going to catch feelings regardless.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna be a
And-
sociopath, I'll tell you that much, baby.
No,
They
it's
got
not gonna be the
feelings.
sociopath.
Yeah, sociopaths don't have any feelings. They're fucking psycho, and I have
Mhm.
a couple of those.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Oh,
Oh,
buddy.
geez.
Oh, man.
That's a different topic for
mhm.
a different day.
Yeah.
anyway, so, yeah, it 100% ruins a friendship because one of you guys are going to catch feelings, and 100% is not going to be me,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to be the other person. And kid you not, this man literally came to my house crying
Yeah.
because he was like, we need to talk. I can't deal with this anymore. I want to be with you. Why don't you want to be with me?
Oh,
And
my
I was
God.
like-
I'm getting deja vu.
Like, literally standing there like, dude, we're friends.
Yep.
So, like, obviously one of us went wrong here.
A miscommunication happened.
Yes.
But,
So
yeah.
we had a conversation, a couple months went by, and then I finally was like, okay, maybe I can grow to like you. So then we started dating, and that was the worst mistake of my life.
yeah.
But anyways, moving forward, sex does
But here's the thing.
because you have to pick, are you going to stay friends? Because you can't really stay friends if you've already seen them naked.
I don't feel like you can really be
I
friends
disagree.
after you. Okay, I'm with Tiffany because I don't agree. If I saw someone, okay, no, not if I just saw someone naked. For some reason, I'm always the person that sees people naked by accident.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like, if I was like,
If he's been inside of you.
not even just inside me, if he just like played with my pussy a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like, or I just did whatever. It just to me, it just not the same.
Whatever,
as-
yeah.
You know what you feel?
You know
me.
what it is? It's because the boundaries have been
Crossed.
overstepped.
The boundaries have
Yeah.
been crossed. Yeah.
Because at that point, it's like when you're just friends, there are boundaries. You
Yep.
don't touch them inappropriately. You don't, do this. You haven't seen them naked. And, all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, once that boundary is crossed, just being friends with that person is no longer an option because where are the boundaries?
Right. Then there's
No.
none.
Yeah,
And what kind of friendship is it if there's no boundaries set
exactly.
and no respect for yourself set?
Exactly.
I get that.
Well, we don't have boundaries.
Well, that's
You're
different.
My wife.
That's different. Like, I feel like,
I live.
yeah. I feel like when it's like, ex hookups and stuff like that, like it gets a little dicey. Okay, what do you guys think about this? What do you think about, okay,
Oh, this
scenario time. How do I set this up? So, we've got this one friend, right? Friend A and friend B. Super close. Friend B has feelings, like genuine
Are they
feelings
different
for
genders?
same genders.
Okay.
So, let's say 2 guys, for example.
Okay.
Guy B has genuine feelings for a girl in their friend group.
Oh.
Guy A fucks her.
Oh.
And Guy A is confused as to why Guy B is mad.
But does guy A know that guy?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a piece of shit friend.
Oh, she kind of drunk.
Are
You good?
No, I'm just saying, like,
Do you want
if
a
there's a situation like that, guy or girl, regardless, if you know that your best friend has feelings for someone, that person should be off limits.
Oh, 100%.
No, okay.
But that's what me and Sabrina do, though. We walk into a room, we scope out the room, she gives me eye contact, tells me which guy she wants. I'm like, all right,
It's a respect thing.
The thing is, I'm going to sit here. I got a little bit of a story between me and Tiffany, actually.
Okay, make it quick.
So,
Which one? Which one are we talking about? Am I in trouble?
No. So, I had my birthday party, and a friend of a friend's, I'm just going to call him Tree Man. He's built like a tree, tall like a tree, thick like a tree. And,
Oh.
sorry, Tiffany, I'm about to air your laundry a little bit, but Tiffany got a little freaky naughty with him.
I don't know who we're talking about.
The camera sees all.
And so,
Oh, God.
basically, it was known that happened.
Yeah.
Nothing like crazy happened, but,
Wait, who knew?
Oh my god, get to the story.
Shut up.
Just get to the story.
Okay.
Like, we're running out of time.
So, basically, I was like, I don't care, that's you, on you, I don't want anything to do with that, I don't like him, nothing like that. We had another friend who introduced us to him.
Yeah.
And she knew that Tiffany and him, whatever.
Yeah.
And then the next day, we're going to brunch, and she texts me saying, hey, message him where you guys are going to brunch. Me, I was already wasted at fucking 10 o'clock. And I was like, okay, yeah, sure. I wasn't thinking anything of it.
Yeah.
We actually thought that she just gave me his number because she didn't want Tiffany to have it because she's a psycho.
Mm-hmm.
But then she calls me another day and is like, I'm going to tell you why I gave him your number.
Yeah.
And I was like, why? She goes, because he thinks you're really, really cute and he likes you. And not only is she friends
Wait, what?
Yeah. Not only is she friends with me and Tiffany and knowing what happened with Tiffany and him, and then also her other friend is like in love with me. So it was kind of like a double-edged sword right there.
Right.
Because now no one's friends with her. And then she comes to dinner literally right after she tells me, and then me and Tiffany are out to dinner and she comes and brings him.
Yeah.
So I had to sit at the table and keep what I knew to myself. And it ended up later that day blowing up into a giant thing. And I still felt really bad because I didn't tell Tiffany right away, but I didn't want to hurt her feelings. Well, everyone was sitting right there.
But the thing is that I told Sabrina from the start, I was like, if you tell me now, we can resolve this issue before it becomes a bigger issue. Because I would 100% not get my feelings hurt because
I didn't know
I know, but I can't tell you how many times I've talked to guys and they're like, oh, your friends are hot. I don't want to talk to you, but your friends are hot.
I hate that
and
so
I'm over
fucking
here just
much. I hate it.
Fuck you. If you want to talk to them, be a man about it and go talk to them. Don't come to me with your issues.
Here's the thing, though. That's a whole different thing because to me, there's nothing that hurts more than a guy who I used to be with would tell me, so what's your friend's story?
Ew.
That's just so disrespectful.
Gross.
But yeah, anyways.
Men,
so that was
act right.
Act
correct.
Really.
Hashtag act correct. By the way, act correct merch coming soon. Follow me on Instagram because if I get 100, I am releasing fucking merch, people.
Give me one so I not post it on
A sweatshirt that says act correct. Done.
I'll just pull it up. No one knows. No.
So, really quickly, we're just going to touch on this one really quickly because I feel like I have more experience on the other end of the spectrum than, you guys.
100%.
When you hook up with someone and they just start as a hookup, and then they become, your best friend.
What's that mean, Tiffany?
Oh, God. Anyways, no. So, I will say his name because he's literally become one of my best friends. Nate. So, Nate and I met on Bumble. And we matched on Bumble. We went on a couple dates. We actually, went on a sufficient amount of dates. And then we just decided to, amicably end things. We were just this isn't, I don't think there's that, romantic spark, whatnot. And I was like, that's cool. We still continue to talk every day. Throughout the year, he is still the only person I talk to every single day.
No.
Not even my parents, not even, some of my best female friends. He's the only person I talk to every single day. And
what if you end up together?
Probably not. He's actually probably going to be my best man. my best man.
I love that.
Love that babe.
But he is, like, we just have built such a strong foundation to the point where even when other guys screw me over, he's the first person I call. When Carl and I broke up, he was the first person I called.
Well, that was your first mistake dating a guy named Carl.
Okay, don't
Yeah, that's what I keep saying.
Don't
We
give him shit on
We
this.
digress here.
Yeah, we don't hate him, so, but...
We don't hate him, we just hate his name.
No, I know, but,
But
like...
you can't pick your name.
No, I know,
I
we don't...
hate my name.
Okay. Oh, guys!
Sorry.
We had to get this done. So that's my thing. Like, Nate even knows this, I'm talking about him. Like, he's one of my favorite people. So, I don't know. I was able to separate the physical and the emotional and just, like, the whole friendship level with him. But for some reason, it's been really hard for me to do that with others. And I don't know why. I think it's because Nate's, like, just a real-ass human. Like, he's just a genuine person that just... He's even told me this. He's hooked up with girls that he's matched with on dating apps and still found friendships with them. Like, that's just the type of
That's
person
real,
he is.
Okay,
though.
but, like...
That's real to me
Do you think
because
part
I
of it-
never get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get very shallow men because people don't give a fuck.
Like,
about
Nate's
how
a
I
very
feel.
real person. And
I
I
love that.
hope he
Right.
listens to this.
What's
Okay,
up?
I want that.
Shout out Nate because guess what? Every person I've ever met, they dislike me because I'm pretty. Yeah.
Every person that I met likes me because my friends are pretty.
No, literally, if we get on a topic about that, I'll probably start crying.
Yeah, we're not, so that's why we're not.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
that's my, gotta cut it out there too. That's my experience with, you know, a guy that I used to date, but now we're cool. You good?
No, Tiffany did the cut it out thing, and it was really funny. I'm sorry. That was a really good story, and I'm happy for you and Nate
No, I am too.
on
I
your
think,
friendship.
Thank you.
Yeah. But don't you think like that worked just because there really wasn't
I think it also,
that kind of attraction in the beginning anyways, emotionally, maybe?
yeah,
So
I-
you guys were able to separate that mentally.
I think we both knew deep down, like when we were like hooking up and dating, that we didn't have that emotional
Did you
connection.
guys actually date, or was it just like casual?
I'd say we went on like 5 dates, casual dating for sure, because
Oh
we
my
were
God.
both still seeing other people during the time.
5 dates?
Yeah, I feel like
I
that's a
don't even think I've
lot.
ever been on a date.
Sabrina's never been on a date.
Yeah.
Dates make me uncomfortable.
Yeah, and you know, I see nothing. Like literally, like we are so open with each other. What?
Yeah?
Yeah, like we're super open with each other, and I think we just both knew at the end of the day, like we weren't the person for each other. So and we kept it honest and we kept it real with each other.
Yeah.
And I think that's the problem with a lot of guys when they end things with like their friends with benefits or their hookup buddies. They don't keep it real. They just ghost you or pretend it goes away or like pretend to move on. But you gotta understand that you don't know what's happening on the other side with the other person. They could still harbor some resentment and feelings towards you, and it's gonna come back and bite you in the ass.
Yes, 100%.
So yeah.
Reach. Go off, sis. Davida, I learned something new from you literally every single, like the couple times I've come here. Like, I'm like, damn, Davida taught me a lesson.
Welcome to the quarter life. I'm living it.
Quarter Life, Lessons by Davita.
Yes.
I know, like, I think I leave here a better woman every day.
Oh my
But
god.
then give it 20 minutes and I go do some fucked up shit.
But like at least I was able to change that for like 20 minutes. That's all I care
no,
about.
and I feel
Good. But I mean that's literally the only I don't know if you guys have
I don't think
experience.
I've ever heard Sabrina say that shit. So you should take that as a compliment.
I am.
This bitch does not change for nobody.
I mean,
Why
yeah,
should I?
you should have.
I like to take advice. I like to take people's advice. I like to listen to it. Now, am I going to follow it? Probably not.
No,
But like
there's
it's
a part
good
of
to
you-
listen.
Yeah.
I like to. I do like to listen. I like to hear other people's output because eventually, in the long run, when it does come to, let's say I am in that situation,
Mhm.
I have a little insight on what one of my friends did
Sure.
instead of going into it completely blind. Because when
Right.
you're going into something completely blind, you're like, oh, like I'm just gonna do what I think is right. But now, if let's say I was in that situation, I'm like, okay, well, Davida did this, and look how it turned out for her. So now I'm gonna, maybe I'm gonna go the way Davida went because I hopefully will get the outcome she got, or maybe because her outcome was maybe bad, I'm gonna do the opposite of what she did, so
Mhm.
I can avoid that. You know?
Aw, I feel liberated and honored. I love that for us.
Why are you liberated? I'm liberated.
I know. I feel liberated just knowing that you're liberated. It's a whole
It's the
thing that I
Boston
do.
Tea Party. Is that the liberation? Oh god, I'm slow.
Hold on, let's
damn
let's
it.
pour a little.
Let's
Oh my
pour
God.
a little out for the homies who didn't make it.
Jesus. Okay, well, that is all I've got today for the Quarter Life
Yeah,
Happy Hour. It was a very happy hour, to say the least. I feel good. Like, that is I had therapy this week. I feel so much better
I was
doing
gonna say
this
therapy.
than therapy.
Yeah, me and Sabrina were supposed to have therapy today.
But you came here instead, and isn't
Yeah.
it better?
We came here, we feel better, we dyed our hair as well, so
I mean, I feel like my new hairdo is pretty, like, hidden kind of different.
So I think it's pretty good. Okay,
Right?
but
Yes, hidden different.
so we're done here. Yeah, that's about it. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me once again. It's been a great hour. I'm ready to take another shot and get tea time going.
It's
But
time to get messy.
Now
yeah,
I can finally get drunk.
Jesus. Yeah, no, she wasn't drunk during this, so that's shocking, guys.
Yeah, hey.
All right, guys, thank you so much
Thanks for having me,
for
Davina.
listening, and thank you so much for joining and tuning in. What, Tiff?
Speaking of the topic that we were talking about
Let me-
today,
I'm leaving. I'm going home. I'm never coming back. Just kidding. I'll come back for Davina. Don't come home to me.
he's talking about you, stupid.
Wait, what? What
I
did you
taught
say?
him. I taught him better than that.
Anyways,
what did that
finish
say?
your outro.
Let me finish my
your
outro. Let me finish my outro. I taught him better than that. Fuck. So, guys, thank you so much. We are done. I'll tune in next Wednesday, and I'll see you next time for happy hour. Keep drinking, ladies. Good night, and we're out.